Everyone is entitled to their own opinions, but not their own facts. That's according to Public Health's Chief Medical Officer, Dr. Felix Cabrera.
And when you try and say things and try and advocate for one person using incorrect facts, you put the whole community at danger, at risk. And that's a pattern that we've seen from this one particular physician. And this has been ongoing throughout the pandemic.
That particular physician is Dr. Tom Shieh, who Dr. Cabrera says has been making jabs at him in the Department of Public Health and Social Services during the public health state of emergency, and more recently regarding a false positive COVID-19 patient case.
And we saw this especially toward the end of July and early August. And what happened back then? We had a spike. And I'm not saying that he caused the spike. I'm saying that you can't contribute to anything that pushes the spike up. That we as a community have to do our best to help ensure that we protect as many people as possible.
Dr. Cabrera publicly calling Shieh a narcissist and making it personal.
It's personal for me because he makes these memes about me. He makes memes about my position. And this affects my family. This affects all my relatives that are here on Guam, in Saipan, in the Hawaiian Islands. And frankly, I'm fed up with it. I'm absolutely fed up with it. And he needs to be called out. He keeps saying that he's been here on Guam for blah, 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 how many years. He's done all these blah, blah, blah stuff. But in the end, what has he done lately? And what does he do for the greater good? Except for his self-interest. And I'm sorry, but he needs to be called out. He's a danger to society. He's a menace to society.
Clapping back to Dr. Cabrera's defamatory call-out, Dr. Shieh says Thursday night Dr. Cabrera called him, yelling profanities and threats.
He started yelling at me with profanity and F this, F that, and was very unprofessional. I think the island knows me well. Listen, my track record is better than Dr. Cabrera's track record. I have not been in a malpractice suit for the last nearly 25 years, knock on wood. And why? Because I take good care of patients. Dr. Cabrera, on the other hand, just Google him. He has been involved in multiple malpractice suits at GRMC. So, if we talk about track records of who is more dangerous to society, he really needs to take a look in the mirror. But when you call me as a danger to society, you got to be very careful. That is a defamation lawsuit ready to happen. So any doctor out there who's going to accuse me of being dangerous to society, they better be prepared for defamation lawsuit because I am no danger to society. I have not killed anybody here. My record speaks for itself.
Dr. Cabrera, along with a few other physicians, are penning a letter of complaint directly to the chair of the Guam Board of Medical Examiners.
This is something that is going to go to the Guam Board of Medical Examiners, his conduct and his actions, and he will be held accountable. And this is now my mission because it threatens public safety.
Dr. Cabrera compared Dr. Shieh's memes and social media complaints to former President Donald Trump's negative impact and influence on Twitter.
So I think comparing me to President Trump and Twitter, that is no comparison at all. I will criticize public health because if I see an inconsistency in policy, they're open for criticism. And as far as the memes go, I don't have time to create those memes. Those memes are created by many of my patients.
It was unclear if Dr. Cabrera plans to ask the board to revoke Dr. Shieh's medical license, as he did not want to provide specific details on what will be stated in the complaint. Either way, Dr. Shieh's not worried.
This is personal for him. He's going to make it personal. He's going to go and get me. He's going to make it a mission to get me. Right there and there, that this is not somebody that's, focusing on facts or things like that. He's making a personal attack. But I'm not here to get Dr. Cabrera. If he's out personally to get me right there and then, the Guam board should read it very clearly that this is a personal attack and it's a witch hunt.
Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Adriana Cotero.
If I find errors in public policy, consider me a whistleblower because Shauna